Hello and welcome to DataSunrise demo of the risk score feature. This feature allows you to assess the risk level associated with database objects and users that access objects in the database. This feature evaluates security risks in your database environment by analyzing multiple factors such as sensitivity of the data, users' access patterns, protection measures, and access frequency to the data. This feature requires completed sensitive data discovery tasks for each database instance you protect and use for the risk score. Now let's check the prerequisites for the risk score feature. We can find this under data discovery and periodic data discovery. This periodic process corresponds to the file systems, PostgreSQL discovery, and Microsoft SQL Server sensitive data discovery processes. I will use these three protected sources, and then I will show you how to use the risk score feature. First, we need to configure AI score in files. We can run this process, and we have to have the result showing on the tasks and results. For each of the protected sources, we have the results in the task, and each task should succeed. The same is for a MySQL Server. We should make sure that this task is also completed and we can see the results. Okay, now the next step is to configure the risk score. When we configure a new task, we can include one or multiple database instances. So in my case, I selected these three sources, including Microsoft SQL Server, Postgres, and the local storage. Okay. I finished configuring this task as a risk score feature, and also I included here several options. I enabled reports. That means that this feature will generate the report. Not only the dashboard will be provided for users, but also the report as a file will be generated as a PDF. Also, you can choose from CSV and JSON. And also in details, you can include users risk score. It means that users that access some sensitive data, and DataSunrise will help you to see what kind of risk is connected to these users. Also, you can enable export options to deliver this file to an external email recipient. If you need to generate this file automatically on some schedule, you can include the automatic startup. Here's what is important. You can see that the task is finished, but also you can start. And all these instances will be evaluated against the risk score patterns for users who access sensitive data discovered under the sensitive data discovery tasks. It will take some seconds. Well, we see that DataSunrise is converting this result as a PDF file, and also aside from the report, we can click the show button and see how DataSunrise evaluated the risk of users for our database objects or files accessed by users. We can see here the general information regarding critical, high, medium risk, and so on, low risk. We can sort by the risk score. So this risk score is calculated based on the object itself and the schema used, databases, and we also can click show information and see what are these users' roles and what kind of privileges are connected to that specific object, which is considered as a risk factor. These users can access this name in the database that's selected here, right? Well, this way we can see that we can also find the score of the risk connected to users, and when they use specific information or objects in databases or in the file system. Also, we can open up the report here. So we are back. We can open up the report. And this detailed report can help us to see what are the risks connected to each database object corresponding to database users or operating system users, in case of the file system, accessing such a sensitive information. Okay, this way you can configure and use DataSunrise with the risk score feature to identify potentially sensitive information accessed by some users with the high, medium, and low risk factors. Thank you for watching.